So I understand that the issue you're having right now is you're trying to juggle so many things at the same point, whether that's uni, school, business, side hustle, whatever you're trying to work on. It gets hard to manage so many things at the same time because you want to excel and be excellent in each and every single thing. But then you realize that when you're trying to put so much effort into so many things, you pretty much end up just being average and all of that. And I've been there in the same road as that. And the issue is, man, that when you're trying to do so many things, you need to make sure that you're eliminating the distractions from your life, other distractions in your life. That other distractions include social media, of course, which is a big one. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I don't know if you use Facebook at this point, but Twitter, all those things take up a lot of time. And we always tell ourselves in our mind that, oh, it's just going to be like 15 minutes. It's just going to be 20 minutes. And before you know it, you spend like 1.5 hours on it. Imagine what you could have done in those 1.5 hours. You could have sent so many outbounds in this time. You could have done so many research for your next hustle that you want to work on. You could have completed so much of your work, whether that's in uni and school, you could have done so much of that during that period. And I'm not criticizing you over here because I'm thinking about it because a couple of months ago, I was making the same mistakes myself as well. And a main issue behind this is that before you go to sleep, you do not set up notes on a paper or your phone on what you're going to do on each hour of the day. And don't get me wrong, most people don't do this. I didn't used to do this. But ever since I've started to do this, writing notes on what I'll do in each hour of the day, little things such as when I'll shower, when I'll eat, when I'll go out, when I'll go to the gym, when I'll start working, little things and big things like that make a big difference because then I'm able to make sure that I'm organized and then the discipline just comes in naturally. So this is something that has helped me a lot personally as well because now I notice that on days even when I'm not able to complete everything, I'm still way more productive than I was on the days when I didn't have any notes at all. Think about it like this. If you want to hit the bullseye, you need to have a target at least. So when you're not setting up the targets each day before going to sleep, what are you exactly aiming for? That is the point which I'm trying to make here. When you have targets, even if you don't hit the middle, you hit some of the sides, that's still progress. Because if you have big dreams to be successful, it's not just going to happen overnight by putting in casual effort. 30 minutes a day, watching some social media videos about your influencers, whether that's Hamza, Iman Gadzi, those kind of people, but then not really putting it into your life and taking actions. That's not going to transform into you being the most successful person within the next couple of months or years. Sure, listening to advice is good, and I think it's way better than all the other garbage you see on social media. But then it's really important that when you see good quality advice in front of you, you take it and implement it into your own life. Whether that's fitness advice, business advice. I feel at this point, and I know it may sound very cliche, but with the internet and everything that's available, every one of you should be trying out something. You should be trying out something. Any idea, any avenue, you should be exploring. And the main thing is you shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes because everyone's going to make mistakes at some point, but that you should start seeing failure as an opportunity. And at the same time, you should be very patient with results. Results are not going to come overnight. What I'm doing right now, this is not the first time me being in front of camera. I've had a TikTok account before, I'd had an Instagram account before, tried to go viral, tried to blow up my business, marketing agency and everything like that. I did Amazon FBA, I did all those kind of things, and none of them were really sustainable where they were able to reach a long-term path. Like sure, we made some money out of it in the process, but it wasn't something that allowed me to, okay, yeah, this is good now to retire and stuff like that. It wasn't at that level because that takes time. Great things take time, man. You need to start learning from your mistakes and then you need to start getting better on each step of the way. Like yeah, it's important that you never give up, but while you never give up, you should also make sure that you're getting better towards it, right? A lot of people, what they do is that they have that mentality where they never give up, but they stay the same. If you're going to do the exact same things without improving, you're just going to get the exact same results. So everything that you have right now, it's good to have a passion. It's good to have a dream. It's good that you're also juggling with every other thing in your life that can also come across as a bit of a distraction at times. But at the end of the day, in life, we're not always going to get the chance to just do the things we want to do. We're also going to have to do the things that we don't want to do. It's important that we do exceptional in all of that, be a well rounded, exceptional individual. So, one thing which I've personally also started along with the notes is monk mode, Iman Gadzhi's monk mode to be specific. Meditation is not something I used to do back then, but it's something I've started doing, and it's something that really helps, makes you feel more alive, more awake, more aware of your surroundings and everything like that. You don't, it's not been that long since I've been doing it. It's just been doing it for about like 2 weeks. And not gonna lie with you, I've also been very like complacent with it. I've missed a couple of days of meditation and everything. So it's about time I start taking it more seriously, because only then am I gonna start seeing the real results of this monk mode. It's something I've heard of. It's not that I don't believe in it, but I'm always willing to give things a shot. I'm always willing to utilize any opportunity that comes along the way. And that's exactly what you got to do as well. The main advice that you got to follow is that start taking notes each and every single day on what you're going to focus on. Start monk mode as well. I feel that will be a good way for you to eliminate distractions. One thing that's helped me a lot is that if you have iOS or Android, I feel you can set restrictions on your phone as well on how long you can use social media. For me, it's just 30 minutes a day for Instagram and YouTube. The thing is, I want to cut it down even more, because spending 1 hour on social media, if you think about it, it's a bit of a waste of a time if you're not using it for educational purposes or to grow your business or to do something that's going to directly provide value. Just watching like memes and some like funny prank videos and stuff like that, that's not going to do anything. One thing which we have to do, and one thing which I have to do as well, is that go out from that consumer phase and become a producer. Then that can be for anything. That could be for outbounds, that could be for video editing, that could even be for content creation. But you have to find your beach and then you have to go all in on it. I believe you will.